Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back.
So today, Amanda, what we're going to talk about,
I'm excited for this.
this is a question I have seen pop up time and time again, or somebody will comment, and they will say something to the effect of, you both are so positive, how do you do it? And I'm curious for
You don't have a choice.
No, but that's the thing is you do have a choice.
True.
And so I think what I would like to do in this topic is maybe just hear from you. How do you go about being happy or joyous or laughing in the face of such a difficult diagnosis?
Well, I mean, essentially, my lifespan's not supposed to be very long. And why would I want to have terrible days? And it's with the time that I have left, however long that might be. I 100% have bad days. I 100% have days that I wake up crying or I go to bed crying. But those are so few and far between. I am just, when you get handed a terminal diagnosis, when I got handed a terminal diagnosis, everything just went, everything that was like non-essential, not important, all the like BS and drama, it just fell. And so there was just a light heartedness that had happened the moment, I would say, that day that I got diagnosed.
And I would add to it, I don't think it fell as much as it is you let it go.
Yeah.
Right? You were definitely you made an active choice in that.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the next question with that would be, why, you mentioned why I don't want to spend whatever time I have left having bad days or whatever it is, but before your diagnosis, that necessarily wasn't the case, right? So,
I had bad days all the time.
and not only that, but it was almost like you were married to keeping in the hamster wheel of it all. Why? Well, no, I don't want to put in words in your mouth, so you can correct that. That's just my observation. So why do you think it took a terminal diagnosis for you to finally let some of that go, or to change maybe your perspective on things?
I think I just got used to the day in and day out of how I've lived my life. Historically, not speaking up for myself, historically, not really everyone else's time, energy, or opinions were like more important than my own. And so I think when I got diagnosed, it was just like, oh no, now it's like almost like a pressure cooker. Like I'm not going to even mess around with the time that I have. And it became wildly important to me to live the life that I really want to do. I know there are some of my friends and family members who are like, why aren't you going to Europe? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? It's like, actually, this is exactly where I want to be. Most of the time is just home. I do love the cats. Those are my fur children. I love, like, obviously, time with you. And, whatever, Jazz. It's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your daughter is judging you right now.
No, she would never.
Yeah, so I mean, when you get something as jarring as that, for me, it was just like there was no coming back. I turned into a completely different person that day. Completely. And not to say that I don't have the hard moments, not to say that this is, like I've said multiple times, there's a lot of times where I feel that there is some lurking shadow of like something always in the room that I'm in is like, not yet, but I'm here. I'm just letting you know I'm here. And when that day comes, like, I just have this like ever present kind of feeling about it, but that is how I feel right now.
When you have the hard moments, how do you navigate out of them? Because you do have hard moments, but you never stay in them, and that's a big difference from you.
I cry it out.
But I just want to frame that just for a second, if I can. The difference between you now versus BC before cancer is you have the hard moments, but you navigate out of it and you go to joyous, happy, fun, whatever that is. Before cancer, a hard moment would turn into a hard day, would turn into a hard week. It would turn into a hard month. I mean, I've seen times where, right, like you would literally just be so hard on yourself that you're if you're not at work, you're on the couch, just almost depressed, eating junk food and watching shitty TV just to try to numb yourself. Mm-hmm. And you don't do that anymore.
No.
So when you have those hard moments, so I think there's a piece of it of you letting go and completely changing, which being there with you, like, and I personally attest to that. But then what is it that you do now to navigate out of those hard moments or through them?
Well, I think talking to you is usually, like, my hardest moments will come after something that happens and I'll just break down, but I usually come to you. So that's usually step one. If you're not around, I just cry or I'll talk to my mom. I have a neuropsychologist and a therapist that I feel since February, I've been in a better headspace. January and February were rough, really rough. And then there have been some of the harder moments have come in April, and with the loss of 2 people, and those were extremely hard days and moments, but instead of just really being down and out, I like thought about both of these men, and I think about them from a very loving place and just letting them know, like, I'm thinking about them. I hope you made it to wherever you wanted to go. And so, like, even though it's really hard and sad, I try to honor them by how I'm, like, deeply feeling, but also both of them were very active young men. And so just thinking about, like, doing a race and thinking about them, or going for a long walk because I can and thinking about them.
Yeah. So how you live your life after someone you love is gone is how you ultimately honor them.
Yeah.
Where have you heard that before?
Probably you.
Who's been trying to tell you that for?
I don't know. Somebody.
But in all seriousness, so there's really great things that you just said there. Number one is you talk to somebody, whether it's me or your mom, or you have a therapist on hand too, which historically is a huge shift from you, because you're historically, you've been a person who would bottle it up and won't say anything. You shove it down, you depress it. But you've shifted that now. You talk about it, you honor what's going on, you work through it. And then number two, especially as it pertains to feelings of grief or sadness as it's attached to somebody who you've lost, you, rather than just sitting in the emotion and creating a narrative around it, which was what most of us do. I feel grief, I'm sad, so here's this. You shift it and think more of, I'm sad because this person passed away. I want to send love to them, and I also want to be very intentional with my next moments about doing something that really honors them, that I know they would want me to do. And then that helps shift you too.
Yeah.
Good. I think those are really great tips. Do you have anything else you want to contribute to this video?
This is a good one. I like this one.
Oh!
Way to go.
Guess what that means? Just trust me a little bit more.
Nope,
huh?
Definitely not.
The only reason she's saying that is we had a 30-minute conversation before these, because Amanda still questions herself. And she really, she questions it from a place because she really wants to really be respectful of your time. She wants these videos to be helpful. And she will evaluate herself thinking that if I'm not talking about this or I'm not talking about that, then it's somehow not going to be worth your time. So that's the joke with it. And I keep telling her that, people stick with her in her journey because they really want to root for her and see her win, but also because I think you all are learning something, hopefully, from this too. Yeah. As are we by sharing it with you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of the journey. We love you. We appreciate you. And we will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.